to be as funny as Brayden just was, so lower your expectations. But hey guys, if you don't know me, I know you see my face a lot up here, but I'm Emily. I am a musical theater major at the U, and my story is a little less of a crazy, radical Paul transformation story, and more one of growth when I found out what being a Christian really means. My story is about the life and joy that I found in walking with the Lord, and most importantly, it's my transformation from going from simply loving Jesus to fully following Jesus in college. So, I'm going to jump right in to halfway through my senior year in high school. I had just gotten back from a life-changing trip to Hawaii where I got baptized, and I launched right into complete chaos. I was eating, sleeping, breathing musical theater as I toured the country to audition for my perfect college fit. And I know now that God had nothing to do with my decision. I didn't kick him along in that at all. But looking back, my decision was definitely in God's plan for me. So flash forward about a month, and COVID happened, and we were all stuck inside, and I realized that I had nothing. And I had this huge realization about my life and God's place in it. So from there, I started to take my faith a lot more seriously. I started going to church more. I read the Bible more often, all while still continuing to drink, gossip, and follow my worldly desires to a point of such a downward spiral. By the time I got to college, I knew I wanted to be a part of a Christian community, and I found an university literally immediately. I got involved in the Bible study, went to large group, and even committed to the apprentice team before I got to school. But I was still really curious about this typical college experience, and so I even found myself leaving large group early a few times to go get blackout drunk in a frat basement. Don't try it, it's not fun. And I didn't really enjoy partying. I think I was just desperate for friends. And it's funny that I actually found my deepest friends in university, and that brought me back to community, it brought me back to Jesus, and most importantly, it led me to leave my double life behind once and for all. And once I gave my life over to Jesus, I found huge transformation. My sophomore year, I started to say yes to Jesus in ways I never thought I would. I became a Bible study leader, I continued leading worship, and I even said yes to going to Bosnia. And at the same time, I made incredible deep friendships and mentorships that helped guide me through some of the most difficult and pivotal moments in my faith. I found my worth and identity is in God alone, and I even found redemption and healing from a lot of painful memories of my past. Then, in Bosnia, I realized that I wanted to say yes to my calling of ministry because of the incredible mentors that I've had in my life. Sorry, I lost my place. And from that, I'm excited that I will be getting to stay another year as an intern with InterVarsity to deepen my own faith, as well as encourage so many more college students on their personal journeys with Jesus. And I'm not telling you guys that you have to go into ministry to follow Jesus. You definitely don't. You could if you are feeling called. But what I am saying is that when I let Jesus take the wheel, my life was completely transformed. Changing from just loving Jesus to fully knowing and following him was one of the best decisions I ever made. So, in true InterVarsity fashion, I'm going to leave you with an application question. And that is, what will it take for you to go from a life of just loving Jesus to giving your life to following him and letting his grace and love transform you? Thanks, guys.
I love that story too, because it's not that you have to have this radical conversion from never knowing God at all to following him. God just might want to do more. He might want to increase and expand what hopes he has for you. And so if you're willing to say yes, even though you might know God, to just more of God, it'll be incredible what he can do through that. We have three more left, so I'm going to invite up Anthony now.